Good morning class. Today we will study about the next topic of the polynomial, that is the general forms of polynomial. Okay. In the previous lecture we will study about what is polynomial, what is terms, what are different types of polynomial on the basis of number of variables as well as on the basis of number of terms. On the basis of number of terms, there we will study about monomials, binomials, trinomials, multinomials, and on the basis of number of variables we will study about linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial. Okay. In this class we will study about the general forms of polynomials. Means if we talk about the linear polynomial, then for linear polynomial, what are the general forms of linear polynomial? Similarly, if we talk about quadratic polynomials, then what are the general forms of the quadratic polynomial? And similarly, we will study about the cubic polynomials and the general forms of the cubic polynomials in one variable and in two variables. Up to your syllabus, we will only study about one variable, two variables. Okay. Before going to know about what are the general forms of polynomials, we must know a term, that is degree. Okay? What is degree? My dear students, when I told you that what is polynomial in that class, I already tell you that polynomial is a special type of algebraic expression. What is polynomial? Polynomial is a special type of algebraic expression, and in that algebraic expression, the power of the variable is in whole number. Okay? And Birender sir told you when he teach you number system, in that class he teach you that what is whole number. My dear students, whole number means all the counting number together with 0 is called whole number. Means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. These are the whole number. Okay? Means positive integers together with 0 is called whole number. Okay? So for the polynomial, it is a special type of algebraic expression whose power is always whole number. Okay? That is the polynomial. And what is algebraic expression? Algebraic expression is nothing but the combination of the terms. Okay? And what is terms? For example, 5x squared plus 3x plus 2. These are the single terms. And with the combination of these single terms, there is the formation of an expression. And this expression is called algebraic expression. Okay? This is the terms, where this is the variable, this is the power, okay, and this is called the coefficient of variable. Similarly, 3x, this is the x is the variable, 3 is the coefficient of variable x, and the power of the variable, that is 1. And in this case, 2 can be written as in the form of x raised to power 0. My dear students, anything raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. Okay? That means this is equal to 2. And for this terms, or this expression, x is the variable whose power is 0 and 2 is the coefficient of variable x. These all things we already studied in the previous class. In this class, what we study? The degree. Degree is nothing. In an algebraic expression or for a polynomial, the highest power is called degree. जो अलग अलग टर्म्स होते हैं उसके कॉम्बिनेशन से क्या होता है, एक अलजेब्रिक एक्सप्रेशन फॉर्म करता है, और उस अलजेब्रिक एक्सप्रेशन को हम लोग पॉलिनोमियल कब बोलेंगे? जब उसका जो पावर होगा वो कैसा होना चाहिए? होल नंबर होना चाहिए. ठीक है, तो डिग्री हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? जैसे हमने लिखा, व्हाट वी राइट, 5x स्क्वायर प्लस 3x प्लस 2. दिस इज a polynomial. Why? X is the variable whose power is 2 and 2 is a whole number. This is the case for the first terms. Now we will look for the second terms. X is the variable whose power is 1. That means it is also a whole number. And 2 for this third terms, we can write this in the form of x raised to power 0. 0 is also a whole number. That means this algebraic expression is a polynomial. And my dear students, for this algebraic expression is made from 3 terms. This is the first terms, second terms, and third terms. And degree is nothing but the highest power of a term in a polynomial. ठीक है? What we can say degree? The highest power of variable in a polynomial is called degree. Okay? If someone asks you what is degree, my dear students, the highest power of variable in a polynomial is called degree. Now look, this is an algebraic expression. This is a polynomial. We already checked it. And this polynomial is made from 3 terms. 5x square is the first terms. 3x to the power 1 is the second terms. And 2x raised to the power 0 is the third terms. Okay? In all these terms, what we check the power of the each terms. This is the first terms. And this is the second terms. This is the third terms. Okay? For the first terms, what is variable? X is the variable. Okay? And what is degree? The highest power of variable. Degree is nothing but the highest power of the variable. This is the first terms. And what is variable? X is the variable. And what is the power of the variable? 2. Means for the first terms, 2 is the power of variable. And what is variable in the first terms? X is the variable. Similarly, we look for the second terms. In the case of the second terms, what is written? 3x raised to power 1. Okay? What is written? 3x to the power 1. Where 3 is the coefficient of the variable and 1 is the power of variable. And what is the power of the variable? For second terms, the power of the variable is 1 or not? It is 1. Now, we check for the third terms. In the case of the third terms, what is written? 2 raised to the power 2 into x raised to the power 0. And what is the power of this variable? For the third terms, power of the variable is 0. Okay? Now, what we have to do? What we have to do now? We will compare the power of each terms. What we will do? The next step is to compare the power of the each terms. Okay? For the first terms, the power is 2. For the second terms, the power is 1. For the third terms, the power is 0. Now, we will compare the power of each terms. Okay? And find out which one is the highest, which one is the greatest. Magistrate, when you compare, then what we observe? That 2 is greater than 1 as well as greater than 0. That means the power of the first terms variable is 2, which is greater than all the rest terms power. All the power of variable of the rest terms. मतलब कि जो फर्स्ट टर्म्स है इसका पावर क्या है? 2. सेकेंड टर्म का क्या है? 1. थर्ड टर्म का क्या है? 0. अगर इस तीनों टर्म्स के पावर को आप कंपेयर करते हो तो आप क्या पाते हो? जो फर्स्ट टर्म का जो पावर है वो क्या है? सबसे ग्रेटेस्ट है. एंड इन द definition of degree, what it is written? That the highest power of a variable is called degree. That means for this expression 5x square plus 3x to the power 1 plus 2x raised to the power 0, the highest power is 2. And according to definition, 2 is the degree of this polynomial. Now, what is the degree for this polynomial? 2 is the degree for this polynomial. Okay? In this way, we will calculate the degree of the polynomial. Okay? Now, we will check the another example. For example, 5 x to the power 4 plus 6x cube plus 2x square plus 3. Okay? In this expression, first we check that it is polynomial or not. This algebraic expression is polynomial or not. Okay? Now, when we check for that, what we will do? This is the first terms, second terms, third terms and the fourth term. We will check the power of the variable. When we check the power of the variable, what we observe? We observe that for the first terms, the power of the variable is 4. And my dear students, 4 is a whole number. That means this terms satisfy our condition. Now we will go for the another terms. And what is written in the another terms? That is the 6x raised to power 3. Means here x is the variable whose power is 3. And my dear student, 3 is the whole number. That means this terms also satisfy our condition for the polynomial. Now we will check for the another terms. And what is that terms? 2x to the power 2. And here x is the variable. Here x is the variable. And what is the power of this variable? 2. 2 is also a whole number. That means this terms also satisfy our condition. The next term is 3. 3 can be written in the forms of 3x raised to power 0. And it will satisfy the condition because in the case of 3x raised to power 0, x is the variable whose power is 0 and 0 is a whole number. That means every terms of this algebraic expression satisfy the condition of polynomial. And what is the condition of polynomial? The condition of polynomial is that the power of a term is always a whole number, and this expression will satisfy that. That means this given expression is a polynomial. Okay? After that, what we will do? We will find the degree of this expression. For that, what we have to do? We will check the power of each terms. The power of the first terms is 4. The power of the second terms is 3. The power of third terms is 2. And the power of the fourth terms is 0. Now we will compare these all power. And what we observe? From these all power, the highest power is 4, which belong to the first terms. That means degree of this algebraic expression is 4. Okay? Have you any doubt? Till now, have you any doubt? No? We can move forward. Okay? In this way, we can find the power. Okay? Now look. Can you write 5x cube upon x plus 4x? Okay? Plus 2. Now look. If this types of expression is given, what we have to do? First, we have to simplify these terms. Here, 5 into x raised to power 3 divided by x. तो याद रखना, मानो ये x रेज़ पावर 3 है और x है, ठीक है? तो याद रखना इसमें क्या करते हैं, जब निचले वाला टर्म्स सेम हो, ऊपर नीचे क्या सेम है, तो क्या करते हैं, जो पावर होता है वो क्या होता है, जब भी ये डिवाइड में हो उसका पावर क्या होता है बेटा, सब्ट्रैक्ट हो जाता है. क्या होगा, x रेज़ पावर 3 minus 1. Okay? That means x raised power 2. Means this expression can be written in the form of x raised power 2. Now, it is just like the previous expression, and you will find the degree of this polynomial. What is the degree of this polynomial? For the first terms, the power is 2. For the second terms, the power is 1. For the third term, the power is 0. And when I say power, that means we are talking about the power of the variable. When I say that the power is 2, 1, 0, that means what do we say? We say that we talk about the power of the variable. And what is variable in this expression? In this expression, x is the variable. Okay? Now, after looking about the power of each terms, we will compare the power of the each terms, and the greatest power is simply said to be degree. So degree is equal to 2. Okay. Now my dear students, tell me what is the power 5x square upon x cube plus 4x square plus 1. What is the power of this polynomial? What is the power of this polynomial? What I said you, if you want to find the power or degree of any polynomial, the first step, what? To check whether it is polynomial or not. The first step is check the expression that it is polynomial or not. Okay? What we will do? What I said you, when something is written in this form, first we check that the base of these two terms are same or not. If the base is same and the term is in division, then their power will get subtracted. X raised power 3 and x raised power 2. In both the terms, the base is x, means in both the terms the base is the same. Okay? And this is in division. What we can write? X square upon x cube can be written in the forms of x 2 into x raised power minus 3. और जब दोनों का बेस सेम हो और मल्टीप्लाई हो, क्या होता है? दोनों का पावर ऐड हो जाता है. इसको क्या लिख सकते हैं? x 2 प्लस माइनस 3. ये क्या देगा? x रेज पावर माइनस 1 मीन्स 5 इंटू एक्स स्क्वायर डिवाइडेड बाई एक्स क्यूब को हम लोग क्या लिख सकते हैं? इसको इट कैन बी रिटन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ 5x पावर माइनस 1. माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, this is not the polynomial. Why? Because the power of the variable is not a whole number. It is negative integer. So this algebraic expression is not a polynomial. Okay? Now look at the another example. Now we will look for the polynomial in which there is more than one variable. For example, 5xy plus 3x plus 2y plus 1. Okay? First we will check the power of each terms. My dear students, while checking the power of each terms of a polynomial, so that we can find the degree of that polynomial easily, what we have to do? देखो यहां पे क्या है? दो वेरिएबल है, तो इस पॉलिनोमियल को हम लोग कैसे लिख सकते हैं? पॉलिनोमियल ऑफ वेरिएबल x एंड वेरिएबल y. दिस पॉलिनोमियल कैन बी रिटन इन द फॉर्म्स ऑफ पॉलिनोमियल ऑफ वेरिएबल x एंड पॉलिनोमियल ऑफ वेरिएबल y. ओके? अब देखो ये क्या है? दो वेरिएबल का एक पॉलिनोमियल है. तो देखो जब हम लोग इसमें पावर को कैलकुलेट करते हैं तो वेरिएबल को छोड़ दो. छोड़ दो मतलब क्या? हम लोग सिर्फ और सिर्फ वेरिएबल के पावर को देखेंगे. उस टर्म में ये क्या है? मल्टीप्लाई में है ना? तो ऐसा मान लो कि इसमें एक क्या है? 2x रेज पावर 2. पावर क्या है? x का पावर 2 है और y का पावर क्या है? 1. तो जो इस पूरे टर्म का जो पावर होगा, जो 5x स्क्वायर y का जो पावर होगा 2 प्लस 1 होगा, तो क्या हो जाएगा? 3. ठीक है? मतलब अगर अलग अलग वेरिएबल भी हो, अगर बेस डिफरेंट हो वेरिएबल का, फिर भी हम लोग क्या करेंगे? जब पावर को कैलकुलेट करेंगे उसको हम लोग ऐड कर देंगे. यहां पे क्या किया? x का पावर क्या है? 2, y का पावर क्या है? 1 है ना? हम लोग क्या करेंगे, इस पूरे टर्म्स का वेरिएबल का पावर क्या है 2 प्लस 1 और वो क्या है 3 के बराबर है। नाउ इस केस में सेकेंड टर्म को देखो, इसमें क्या है x रेज पावर 1 है, 3 इंटू एक्स रेज पावर 1, तो इसका पावर क्या है 1, 2y इसका पावर क्या है 1, इसका पावर क्या है 0। ठीक है, तो अब बताओ जब हम कंपेयर करेंगे सारे टर्म्स के पावर को, तो इसमें से सबसे बड़ा पावर किसका होगा, ऑटोमेटिकली किसका होगा 3 का, और 3 का 5x² इंटू y, नहीं इसका मतलब इसका डिग्री, इस पॉलिनोमियल का, ये जो पॉलिनोमियल देख रहे हो इसका डिग्री क्या होगा 3। ठीक है, समझ में आई ना। अब देखो फाइव एक्स स्क्वायर बाई वाई प्लस 4x प्लस 2 प्लस 2y प्लस 1, इसको पढ़ करो, इसको क्या करोगे सबसे पहले चेक करोगे कि ये पॉलिनोमियल है कि नहीं है। ठीक है, तो जब चेक करोगे तो इसको कैसे लिख सकते हो 5x² y रेज पावर -1, और यहां पे देखो वेरिएबल का पावर क्या है, यहां पे y के केस में -1 है, जो कि कभी पॉसिबल नहीं होता फॉर द केस ऑफ पॉलिनोमियल। दैट मींस दिस इज नॉट एन अलजेब्रिक एक्सप्रेशन। अब इसको ऐसे मत कर देना कि ऊपर में 2 है, बेस हो गया 1, इसका नीचे बेस का पावर 1 है, दोनों क्या करूं 2 - 1 डिवाइड में है तो सब्ट्रैक्ट होता है, 2 - 1 करके बोल देंगे इसका पावर 1 है, नहीं गलत हो जाएगा। सिर्फ वो एडिशन, क्योंकि अलजेब्रिक एक्सप्रेशन का सिर्फ और सिर्फ क्या होता है एडिशन होता है, ना ही वो डिवीजन में जाता है ना ही वो सब्ट्रैक्शन में जाता है। ठीक है, सॉरी वो सब्ट्रैक्शन में नहीं जाता है। ठीक है, हमेशा याद रखना, अगर इसको पॉलिनोमियल हम लोग बोल ही नहीं सकते हैं, जब ये पॉलिनोमियल हुआ है ही नहीं, इसका डिग्री क्यों फाइंड करेंगे। समझ में आई। देखो अभी जो मैं तुमको बता रहा हूं सिर्फ और सिर्फ पॉलिनोमियल का डिग्री फाइंड करने का बता रहा हूं, आप अलजेब्रिक एक्सप्रेशन का भी डिग्री फाइंड कर सकते हो। तो जब हम लोग क्या बोले ये केस में क्यों लिया, ये देखेंगे क्या ये पॉलिनोमियल है कि नहीं है, क्योंकि हम लोग पॉलिनोमियल को पढ़ रहे हैं। अब वो पॉलिनोमियल है ही नहीं तो फिर इसको हम लोग पॉलिनोमियल का डिग्री क्यों बोलेंगे। समझ में आया। तो इस तरह हम लोग क्या करते हैं डिफरेंट डिग्री को फाइंड करते हैं। अब देखो जब हायर क्लास में जाओगे, जब हम लोग जीरोस ऑफ पॉलिनोमियल को फाइंड करेंगे, इसी लेक्चर में जीरोस ऑफ एनी पॉलिनोमियल को फाइंड करेंगे, तो एक्चुअली डिग्री से मीनिंग क्या होती है। डिग्री का सेंस निकलता है कि उस पॉलिनोमियल का जो जीरोस ऑफ पॉलिनोमियल होंगे, मींस जिस कंडीशन पे वो पॉलिनोमियल का वैल्यू 0 हो जाता हो, जिस वेरिएबल के पुट करने से उस पॉलिनोमियल का वैल्यू 0 हो जाता हो, ठीक है, उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं सॉल्यूशन ऑफ दैट वेरिएबल। क्या बोलते हैं उसको सॉल्यूशन ऑफ दैट वेरिएबल और रूट ऑफ दैट वेरिएबल, और क्या बोलते हैं उसको जीरोस ऑफ दैट पॉलिनोमियल। ठीक है, तो डिग्री क्या बोलता है कि किसी भी अलजेब्रिक एक्सप्रेशन का जो जीरोस होता है वो या तो उसके डिग्री के बराबर हो सकता है, बराबर मींस नॉट इन वैल्यू, इन नंबर्स, व्हाट आई से इन नंबर्स, या तो वो उसके डिग्री के बराबर हो सकता है या डिग्री से कम होगा। जो उस पॉलिनोमियल का जो जीरोस है, वैल्यू ऑफ एक्स, वैल्यू ऑफ वेरिएबल फॉर विच द वैल्यू ऑफ दैट पॉलिनोमियल इज 0। ठीक है, दैट वैल्यू ऑफ एक्स इज कॉल्ड द जीरो ऑफ दैट पॉलिनोमियल। एंड व्हाट डिग्री सेज, डिग्री सेज द वैल्यू ऑफ द वेरिएबल for which the value of that polynomial is 0 will always be less than or इक्वल टू द डिग्री। ओके, इस चीज को हम लोग और आगे जब पढ़ेंगे उसके बाद समझ में आएगा। ठीक है, अभी हम लोग क्या करते हैं, अब देखो डिग्री समझ में आ गई। आफ्टर डिग्री हम लोग क्या करेंगे, जनरल फॉर्म्स ऑफ ए पॉलिनोमियल को देखेंगे। क्या देखेंगे, जनरल फॉर्म्स ऑफ ए पॉलिनोमियल। ठीक है, सबसे पहले क्या करेंगे, जनरल फॉर्म्स ऑफ पॉलिनोमियल में लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल, ओके, इन वन वेरिएबल को देखेंगे। जनरल फॉर्म्स ऑफ लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल इन वन वेरिएबल को देखेंगे। ठीक है, अब देखो जब हम लोग इससे प्रीवियस क्लास में पढ़ रहे थे हमने क्या पढ़ा, लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल। लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल मींस नंबर ऑफ वेरिएबल। लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल मींस जो पॉलिनोमियल का जो पावर होगा, जो पावर होगा वो क्या होगा, ऑलवेज इक्वल टू 1। दैट टाइप ऑफ पॉलिनोमियल इज कॉल्ड लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल। मींस मैक्सिमम पावर क्या हो सकता है, मैक्सिमम पावर क्या होगा, मैक्सिमम पावर इज इक्वल टू 1। किसके लिए, फॉर लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल के लिए। ये हम लोग पढ़ सकते हैं, ये हम लोग पढ़ चुके हैं क्या, कि जब लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल हो उसका मैक्सिमम पावर क्या होगा, उसके टर्म्स का 1 हो सकता है, 1 से ज्यादा नहीं होगा। अगर 1 से ज्यादा होता, मानो 2 होता है, तो उसको हम लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल नहीं करके क्या बोलेंगे, क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल। अगर 3 होता है तो उसको क्या बोलेंगे, क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल। ठीक है, मतलब किसी पॉलिनोमियल में जो नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स होते हैं वो मैक्सिमम क्या हो सकते हैं, नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स के जो पावर होते हैं वो मैक्सिमम पावर क्या हो सकता है, 1। 1 से ज्यादा नहीं हो सकता, फॉर विच लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल। फॉर एग्जांपल 4x, this is a polynomial where 4 is the coefficient of the variable and the power of the variable is 1. Okay, the power of the variable is 1 or not, it is 1. That means this is the example of linear polynomial. Okay, for example x square, it is the linear polynomial? No, it is not a linear polynomial because the power of the variable is 2. This is not the case of linear polynomial. This is the case of quadratic polynomial. Okay, this is the case of quadratic polynomial. Okay, now we will move. अब देखो जब मैंने डिग्री बताया, क्या बताया था, जो मैक्सिमम पावर होता है किसी भी टर्म्स का वही उसका डिग्री होता है। क्या होता है डिग्री, मैक्सिमम पावर ऑफ द टर्म्स इन ए पॉलिनोमियल इज कॉल्ड डिग्री। दैट मीन्स फॉर लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल द डिग्री ऑफ दैट पॉलिनोमियल इज ऑलवेज इक्वल टू 1। ओके, a polynomial to be a linear polynomial, its degree must be equal to 1 because for the linear polynomial the maximum power of the maximum power of terms is always equal to 1. Okay, तो linear polynomial के लिए क्या होगा, डिग्री 1 होगा, 1 से ज्यादा हो नहीं सकता। अब क्या बोला, सिंगल इन वन वेरिएबल, the number of variable is also 1. So what is the general forms of a polynomial? Which type of polynomial it is? It is the linear polynomial in one variable. And we know that for linear polynomial the maximum power is 1. And what is maximum type of power? Maximum power is nothing but the degree of that polynomial. That means the general forms of a linear polynomial in one variable, what we can write? That px, where x is the variable, and when we write x in a bracket, that means it is a single variable polynomial. It is a single variable polynomial. Okay? Now what we can write is equal to 4x plus 2. 4x plus 2. Now let's check that is this polynomial is a linear polynomial or not. This is the first terms, this is the second terms, and what is the variable here? X is the variable. What is the power of the x for the first terms? The power of the x for the first terms is 1. And what is the power of x for the second terms? It is 0. That means this is the polynomial in which the terms having power of variable not greater than 1. It is equal to 1. That means this polynomial is an example of linear polynomial. Okay? This is the example of a linear polynomial, and in one variable, in this polynomial, the variable is only x. That means this polynomial is the example of linear polynomial in one variable. So, my dear student, this is the example of linear polynomial in one variable. Now, how can we write this polynomial in the general forms? Look at 4 is the coefficient of x and 2 is also the coefficient of the x of variable of another terms or not? It is. That means, can we write px? We are going to write the general forms of a polynomial. Can we write px is equal to, instead of 4, we can take any number, any integer. Okay, we can write a, and in place of variable, we already take variable x. That means ax plus b. This is the general forms of polynomial in one variable. Ax plus b is the general forms of polynomial in one variable where a is not equal to 0. A is not equal to 0. Okay? A क्या है? 0 के बराबर नहीं होगा. क्यों? If for this polynomial a is equal to 0, that means this is equal to b. This is equal to b. Now b is a constant. There is no variable. And in question it is written that there must be one variable. If a is equal to 0, then this terms become 0. Then what is? Px is only b, and b is the constant term. That means for this polynomial there is no variable. And what we have written? That linear polynomial in one variable. There is no variable. Then how can we write in one variable? That means it is not the k belonging to this case. Means this polynomial is not belonging to this case. And what is this case? This case is linear polynomial in one variable. There is no variable. And we have written one variable must be there. So, the general forms of linear polynomial in one variable is px is equal to ax plus b, where a is not equal to 0. Where a is not equal to 0. Okay? This is the case of a polynomial, a linear polynomial whose in which there is only one variable. Always remember it. This is useful while testing a polynomial, testing an algebraic expression, that is it a polynomial or not. We will compare with its general forms. Okay. After this, we will go for the another expression. And what is that expression? Linear polynomial of two variables. Linear polynomial of two variable. देखो ये तो समझ में आ गया ना कि लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल मींस मैक्सिमम पावर, ये देखो दूसरा पॉइंट है, ठीक है, मैक्सिमम पावर इज ऑलवेज 1, ठीक है, और इसका मतलब क्या था, डिग्री इज इक्वल टू 1। तो भाई जैसे पिछले में क्या था, पिछले केस में क्या था, लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल ही था, अभी भी वो लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल है, बट the number of variable increase from 1 to 2. That means we will increase the number of variable, but its degree or maximum power of the variable is always 1. So let's take the example 4x plus 6y. Okay. P x comma y. This is the way to write two variable polynomial. Means a polynomial in which x and y is a variable. This is the way to write the polynomial. P x comma y, where x and y is the number of variables in that polynomial. Okay? Now check it. For this, the power is 1. For this, the power is 1. That means this polynomial is an example of linear polynomial. Okay? After that, we will check the number of variable. The number of variable is x, that is the one variable, and another is y. This is the another variable. Okay? Means this is a polynomial. And which type of polynomial is this? This is the type of the linear polynomial in which there are two variables. And how can we write this in the form of general forms? We can write it in the general forms as p x comma y, means x is one variable and the another variable is y. Okay? This is equal to ax plus by plus c. This is the general forms of a polynomial. Which type of polynomial is this? This is the linear polynomial of two variables. So this is the general forms of a linear polynomial in which the number of variables is 2. Okay? Now there is a condition applied. As in the case of linear polynomial of one variable, we saw that a is not equal to 0. Similarly, for this case, there is a limit. And what is that limit? The limit is a is not equal to 0 and b is not equal to 0. Where see the constant terms. Okay? For example, 3. These types of forms is written here. So always remember, a linear polynomial of two variables, the general form is px comma y is equal to ax plus by plus c, where x, y is the variable and a, y and c are the constant terms. And for this case, a is not equal to 0 and b is not equal to 0. Suppose that a is equal to 0 for this case, then what? This terms will be 0. Then this expression will get converted into a linear polynomial of one variable. It will not remain the case of linear polynomial of two variables, because when a is equal to 0, these terms will get to be equal to be 0. Okay? Now there is only one variable for this case, and that variable is what? Then this equation, this expression will get converted into a linear polynomial of one variable. So this condition must be remembered by you, that this is the general case of polynomial ax plus by plus c is the general case of linear polynomial of two variables in which a and b is not equal to 0. C may be equal to 0. For example, for this case, c is equal to 0. Okay? C may or may not be equal to 0. But a and b is not equal to 0 for this case. Okay? Now we will move forward and look the quadratic polynomial of a single variable. What we will observe? Now we will study about the quadratic polynomial of single variable. Quadratic polynomial of single variable. Okay? Now quadratic polynomial. My dear students, in the previous class, what we have learned, that for quadratic polynomial, the power of the variable is always equal to 2. Means maximum power of variable is equal to 2. This is the case for the quadratic polynomial. ठीक है? जो मैक्सिमम पावर होगा वेरिएबल का किसी भी टर्म्स का इन ए पॉलिनोमियल, कौन सा पॉलिनोमियल? क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल में वो क्या होगा बेटा? 2 हो सकता है. ठीक है? 2 से ज्यादा नहीं होगा, ना ही 2 से कम होगा. अगर 2 से कम हो, सपोज 1 हो जाए, उसको हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे? लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल. मींस फॉर क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल the maximum power of the variable, और मिनिमम भी बोल सकते हो, मिनिमम भी बोल सकते हो, वो क्या होगा? 2 के बराबर होगा. अगर 2 से अधिक होता है तो वो फिर क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल नहीं होगा. अगर 2 से कम होता है तो क्या हो जाएगा? लीनियर पॉलिनोमियल, जो कि मैंने अभी थोड़ी पहले खुद पढ़ा है. ठीक है? और मैक्सिमम पावर ऑफ द वेरिएबल, इसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? डिग्री. ठीक है? तो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर दैट फॉर क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल of single variable, for quadratic polynomial the degree is always equal to 2. Okay? If degree is not equal to 2, that means it is not the case of a quadratic polynomial. It is not the case of a quadratic polynomial. It may be the cubic polynomial, it may be the linear polynomial. Okay? So means quadratic polynomial must, it is must or necessary condition that its degree is equal to 2. Now it is written, the number of variable is 1. That means, for example, 4x square plus 2x plus 3. This is a polynomial in which the degree of this polynomial is 2, because it is the maximum power of the variable and the number of variable in this polynomial is 1, that is x. That means this is the example of a quadratic polynomial of a single variable. Okay? Now my dear students, how we can write the general forms of a quadratic polynomial of single variable. Single variable means x. One variable is equal to a x to the power 2 plus b into x plus c. This is the general forms of a quadratic polynomial of single variable. In this polynomial, the variable is only x, and the degree of this polynomial is equal to 2. That means it will satisfy quadratic polynomial of single variable. And what is the condition? My dear, condition is a is not equal to 0. B may be equal to 0, but a is not equal to 0, because let b is equal to 0. Now this polynomial will get converted into px is equal to b is equal to 0 and c is equal to 0. Now this polynomial will get converted into 4x square, because this term is 0 and this term is 0. So look at this polynomial. What is the degree of these terms? The degree of these terms is 2. And for quadratic polynomial, the degree must be 2. Means the requirement for quadratic polynomial is the degree must be equal to 2. And the degree is equal to 2 for this polynomial also. That means it is a quadratic polynomial. Now we check the number of variable. The variable is x, which means one variable. That means this is also a quadratic polynomial of single variable. So always remember that a quadratic polynomial of single variable, its general form is ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0. A is not equal to 0. B और C may or may not be equal to 0. B और C 0 हो भी सकता है और नहीं भी हो सकता है. जैसे मैंने अभी थोड़ी देर पहले देखा, एक केस लेके एवं एग्जांपल था, इसमें क्या था, B इक्वल टू 0 था, C इक्वल टू 0 था, फिर भी ये पॉलिनोमियल हो गया. तो मींस B और C पे कोई लिमिट नहीं है. लिमिट किस पे? सिर्फ कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ x स्क्वायर पे. किस पे लिमिट है? सिर्फ कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ x स्क्वायर पे लिमिट लगा हुआ है. ठीक है, चलो अब दूसरे को देखते हैं. अब देखो, चौथा क्या देते हैं? जनरल फॉर्म ऑफ ए क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल. जनरल फॉर्म है क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल इन टू वेरिएबल. ठीक है, जनरल फॉर्म है क्वाड्रेटिक वेरिएबल, जनरल फॉर्म है क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल इन टू वेरिएबल. क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल है मींस उस पॉलिनोमियल का डिग्री क्या होगा? डिग्री इज ऑलवेज इक्वल टू 2. नाउ द वेरिएबल नंबर इंक्रीज, इट विल इंक्रीज फ्रॉम 1 to 2. दैट मींस नंबर ऑफ वेरिएबल इज 2 फॉर दिस केस. ओके, टेक एन एग्जांपल. 4x square plus 3y plus c plus 2. Is this satisfy this condition or not? Let us check. The degree of this polynomial is 2, because the highest power of the variable is 2. x raised power 2. इस टर्म के लिए पावर क्या है? 2. इस टर्म के लिए 3y के लिए पावर क्या है? y की पावर क्या है? 1. इसके लिए क्या है? x रेज पावर 0. इसका मतलब इसका पावर क्या है? 0. तीनों को, दोनों को कंपेयर करो. सबसे बड़ा क्या है? 2. That means the degree of this polynomial is 2. That means this polynomial is a quadratic polynomial. Now let us check the number of variable. For this case, it is already written that the number of variable is 2. One variable is x and another variable is y. That means the degree of this polynomial is 2 and the number of variable is 2 x and y. That means this is the case of a quadratic polynomial in two variable. In the case of a quadratic polynomial is in two variable. Okay. Now we will form the general form of the quadratic polynomial in two variables. And for two variables we will write in these forms 3x comma y, where x is one variable and the another variable is y. This may be equal to a x square plus b y plus c. This is the general forms of a quadratic equation in two variables. Okay, quadratic equation in two variables. My dear students, what is the condition? A is not equal to 0 and b is not equal to 0. Let's take the first condition. A is equal to 0. When a is equal to 0, then the degree of this polynomial is 1. Then it will get converted into linear polynomial. Means it is not remains a quadratic polynomial. So a cannot be 0. Similarly, let's check and take the case that for this polynomial b is equal to 0. When b is equal to 0, then this polynomial will get to be equal to 0. Now the number of variables is only one x. For this polynomial, the number of the variable is x. Only x. Why not remains the variables? That means it is not the case of two variables. So for this case, a not be equal to 0 and b not be equal to 0, but c can or cannot be equal to 0. c may or may not be equal to 0. 0 हो भी सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता है. ठीक है. अब क्या करते हैं? अभी तक हम लोगों ने क्या देखा? क्वाड्रेटिक, लीनियर और अलग अलग पॉलिनोमियल को देखा. अब हम क्या करेंगे? एक जनरल फॉर्म्स ऑफ पॉलिनोमियल को देखेंगे. ठीक है. क्या करेंगे आप? एक जनरल फॉर्म्स ऑफ पॉलिनोमियल को देखेंगे. ठीक है. और जनरल फॉर्म्स ऑफ ए पॉलिनोमियल क्या होता है? उसको ऑफ ए सिंगल वेरिएबल. The general forms of a polynomial of single weight. ओके, फोन आ गई थी, फिर से मैं चालू करता हूं. ठीक है. अब क्या होता है? जनरल फॉर्म्स ऑफ पॉलिनोमियल ऑफ ए सिंगल वेरिएबल. अब यहां पे किसकी बात करें? सिंगल वेरिएबल का. ठीक है. और उसका जनरल फॉर्म, इट मे बी लीनियर, इट मे बी क्वाड्रेटिक, इट मे बी क्यूबिक, कुछ भी हो सकता है. उसका जनरल फॉर्म क्या होगा? सिंगल वेरिएबल है तो f x लिखो, where x is only the variable. Okay, after that is equal to a n into x raised to power n. ठीक है. क्या लिखा? a n x raised to power n plus a n minus 1 into x raised to power n minus 1 plus a n minus 2 into x raised to power n minus 2 plus dot dot dot. ठीक है. और कहां तक जाएंगे? जाएंगे कहां तक? a1 into x to the power 1 plus a0 into x to the power 0. This is the general forms of a polynomial of a single variable. For this polynomial, x is only the variable. Okay? For this polynomial, x is only the variable, nothing else. Okay? Now take the example where what is n? n is a होल नंबर. n क्या होगा? हमेशा एक होल नंबर होगा. अब देखो, इस जनरल फॉर्म को हम लोग क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल में कन्वर्ट करते हैं. और हम लोग क्या जानते हैं? फॉर क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल द वैल्यू ऑफ n, व्हाट इज n? n is its maximum degree, n is its maximum power. इज ए होल नंबर. तो क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल बनाने के लिए जो पावर हो सकता है वो क्या हो सकता है? मैक्सिमम 3 के बराबर हो सकता है. तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे? इस जनरल केस ऑफ पॉलिनोमियल में n इज इक्वल टू 3 पुट करते हैं. ठीक है. अब देखो कैसे बनता है. a3 n की जगह पे 3 रखें, x पावर n है, क्या होगा? x टू द पावर 3 प्लस n माइनस टू है और n क्या है 3, क्योंकि हम लोग क्या बना रहे हैं क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल बना रहे हैं। n क्या है 3, 3 माइनस 1 2, क्या होगा a2x टू द पावर n माइनस 2 where n is 3, 3 minus 1 2 plus n is 2, n is 3 and a n minus 2, यहां पे क्या होगा 3 minus 2 1 a, उसके बाद 2 raised to power x raised to power n minus 2, क्या होगा x to the power 1, 3 minus 2 1 plus अब आगे क्या लिख सकते हैं a n minus 3 प्लस इंटू x रेड पावर n minus 3 लिख सकते हैं ना। तो अब n minus 3, 3 minus 3 क्या होगा a0 प्लस इंटू x रेड पावर क्या होगा 0। तो दिस इज द जनरल फॉर्म्स ऑफ ए क्यूबिक पॉलिनोमियल। व्हाट इज इट्स जनरल फॉर्म a3x क्यूब प्लस a2x स्क्वायर प्लस ax प्लस a0x0। ठीक है, ये क्या हो गया, ये क्या हो गया एक जनरल फॉर्म्स ऑफ ए पॉलिनोमियल हो गया ऑफ ए सिंगल वेरिएबल। तो यहां से क्या कर सकते हैं हम कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं उसको डिफरेंट फॉर्म में। तो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर दिस इज द जनरल फॉर्म्स ऑफ ए पॉलिनोमियल। ठीक है, इसको अच्छा से लिख लो। तो जब आपसे कोई पूछे कि कोई पॉलिनोमियल कोई भी अलजेब्रिक एक्सप्रेशन पॉलिनोमियल है कि नहीं है, आप क्या करोगे यू हैव टू कंपेयर विथ दिस फॉर्म। एंड व्हाट इज दिस फॉर्म an into x raised to power n plus an minus 1 into x raised to power n minus 1 plus an minus 2 into x to power n minus 2 plus an minus 3 into x to the power n minus 3 plus dot dot plus a1 into x to the power 1 plus a0 into x to the power 0. This is the general forms of a polynomial in which the variable is one single variable. So if we want to check that whether this algebraic expression is a polynomial or not, we have to compare all the polynomial with these general forms. If they will satisfy these general forms, then we can say that this is a polynomial. Okay? Okay? Have you any doubt till now? Write it. Okay? This is the general forms of the polynomial of a single variable. Okay? Where n is always a whole number. ठीक है, and never be in the fraction or in negative. Okay, we will not take n is equal to negative or a fraction value. Okay, अगर यहाँ पे x का पावर नेगेटिव में आ जाए तो वो पॉलिनोमियल होगा ही नहीं। हमेशा ट्राई करना है कि जो n का पावर हमेशा क्या होगा बेटा होल नंबर होगा। ठीक है, तो आज हम लोग क्या देखें जनरल फॉर्म्स ऑफ पॉलिनोमियल को देखें। अब नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में हम लोग पढ़ेंगे कि किसी भी पॉलिनोमियल में उसका जीरोस ऑफ ए पॉलिनोमियल को स्टडी करेंगे। ठीक है, ओके, थैंक यू क्लास एंड आई होप you all enjoy my class. Okay, thanks a lot.